here for day 2 of Moonshine and Playground of Safety. He's already looking more present than he was yesterday. I feel like things are lightening up. Nice, we're already getting shake, licking his lips. So hopefully we'll get to do more today than we got to do yesterday, but Playground of Safety is really where we start. It's where the horse starts to really start self-soothing, learning how to release their own garbage. This exercise it models a horse herd, and in every horse herd you can have one horse that's the leader, the lookout, that when that horse is standing there watching for safety, everybody else can relax and lie down in the sun or play with their friend or whatever they need to do. And that is what we're doing for the horses when we do Playground of Safety. We're holding space for them to do whatever they need to do to relax. And in relax, we have a huge trauma release piece. Trauma is stored in the body, physically in the fascia, all through the body. So different spots hold different types of trauma. And as the horses relax and their fascia is inspired to release, the memories and emotions and trauma that are held physically within that fascia, it's also released. That's one reason we need to be careful. Wow, we're already yawning. That's one reason we need to be careful when we're doing Playground of Safety or any kind of trauma release work on a horse that we think could have some really dark trauma in them. Because if you get down and you release to a spot in that horse that's really dangerous and dark, that horse could trauma release on you, attack you, bite you, do something. So we want to avoid that. Yesterday, we did Playground of Safety for over an hour, and usually when you have really heavy stuff that's within a horse, they will go 45 minutes to an hour. An hour is a pretty golden length of time before a horse is going to trust that you will hold space for them and they can really let go. This is awesome. More yawning, big breaths, fantastic eye rolls, shakes. This horse is feeling so much better. I'm really so grateful to Tommy that he was able to come out and video the entire thing yesterday, and that he's agreed to come out and video again today, because this is a big difference. This is so much more peaceful. Look at this stuff kind of rolling out of this horse.
Well, and he looks so much longer across his top line.
Really?
Today.
Well, that's awesome. I can't see that from this angle, but that's awesome. That is really, really awesome. So I had a little bit of concern yesterday, as long as we were going, that we may flash something really, really dark. And I think we quit at the right time, because after we quit, we brought the other horse that came from his farm in to do the work I was going to do on him, and I actually let them both loose to kind of run around, because often with trauma release, if you really release a bunch of stuff, the horse will often need to run and vocalize, kind of scream and really let go whatever was in there. And I can't believe all this yawning. I was amazed that when we let them go together, This horse started off a little, little braces, little blocks and spots in his body. But within 4 or 5 steps, I mean, it's like he rose up in his body and was trotting on his toes and cantering and changing leads. It was really profound, the change in him. After he did all that, I caught the other horse and I was doing some playground of safety and tapping on the other horse. And this one stood about this far from where I was working the other horse, and he stood there processing, doing another trauma release, another playground of safety round, loose, at liberty, while I was working on the other horse, because I had held space for him earlier. And even Tommy was amazed at how the horse really stayed connected in the herd, kept letting stuff go. This horse is really ready for this time. He's ready to let go. He's ready to feel better. So how many minutes are we now?
6.
This 6-minute thing is funny. So, isn't it? I feel like I always ask you, and you always say 6 minutes. So there must be something about 6 minutes, because I always feel compelled to ask Tommy, how long has it been? And he always is saying 6 minutes. But I feel like this horse today is just feeling so much better. He's going to be ready to do something else. So I may tap on him. I may do some belly button connection circles, just send some energy, get things moving. I feel like we really need to get things moving in him. And I don't know, I have to sit here and use intuition to figure out what is the next step. And sometimes my friend Jen, who is my partner on our online course, she really wants things step 1, step 2, step 3, because that's a saleable model. And I'm all the time telling her, well, different horses are different. We've got to do things in different orders for different horses depending upon what's going on in them. And this is one of those horses that kind of feels like that. Some horses we would do playground of safety and then we would tap on them, like we did his friend yesterday. I did some playground of safety, then I did a bunch of tapping. Really, I kind of feel like this one, I want to put a moving exercise for him to start moving some energy without me forcing anything out. When you tap, the tapping motion of the stick, or even if I tap with just my energy, the tap causes a reflex in the muscle to cause them, this is so good, cause the muscle to do like this. So I could tap on a spot that releases something he's not ready to release yet. So I think I'm going to move him. The other thing that I could potentially do is we could stand on the pallet some, but I don't know why, but I feel like this one probably needs more moving today. I could be wrong. If I am, I'll do something different tomorrow, but I think we're going to try a moving exercise today after this. Wow, look at that. We never got a big shake yesterday like that. This is so awesome. So that right there is a mental lay down. We may not get a physical lay down, but he really mentally wants to lay down. Incredible. This is awesome. So this horse is feeling safe enough with me, safe enough with this exercise. He's released enough garbage out of his body that he can lie down. I'm trying to flip the rope over his head. Perfect. There we go. So this is pretty epic. That's awesome. So for today, that would be a great place to change gears, do something different than playground of safety. How many minutes are we now?
10.
So yesterday it took us over an hour in playground of safety. It took us so long I had to chop it in half because YouTube would not upload the whole video. Today it took us 10 minutes to get to that level of peace. And I am just thrilled. Thrilled. And he's showing me that, all right, he's ready to move. He's ready to do some kind of movement thing. And I think it's so interesting. He keeps putting himself between Tommy and me. And like when he went to do that lay down right there, he did it between the two of us. I feel like a bunch of this is so he can show his mother with the video what's going on. His mother has had him, she'd have to tell us how many years, but something like 15 years, a really long time. And she's gonna know him better than anyone. And I feel like he keeps doing this parking close to the camera so that she can see what she is supposed to see that maybe I don't see because I don't know him that well. All right, well, this just really feels good. Look, head down, lip wiggling in dirt. We've got some good endorphins rolling. I feel like his overall shape looks so much better. And another thing that happens when a horse rolls, whether it's in playground of safety or outside or in the stall, dirt and manure is going to stick and pack on spots where the fascia is really, really stuck. Because when a horse gets up from rolling and it shakes, if you start watching, we're going to do something else in a second, sweetheart. And it shakes, you will see, now he's making my eye twitch again, their skin moves. And the parts of the skin that have dirt on them, the parts of the skin that are moving, the dirt poofs off. But the places where the dirt gets stuck, that gives us a little map for where that fascia is really immobilized. It does not even move when the horse does a big body shake. So I'm gonna look at this. I see he's got it up here over his eyebrow and on his temple. I was gonna move to show that to you.
And I tripped over the log.
There. All right, can you show your mom? Can you show your mom? Good. So I just want you to see right here how the sand is stuck right there. That shows us that the fascia is stuck right there. And as I look down his body, look, he was packed with sand when he rolled and got up. And there is no big patch of sand sticking on that side. The tiniest bit of sand sticking right there. And look at the change in his shape. Like his hocks are under him, his back is coming up. Look how far back his wither has moved into his back. When we started the other day, this wither and the shoulder were mirroring each other.
Yeah, it was really short.
And the back, like when I saw him in Georgia, his back was really low. The spine was really sticking up. He doesn't have a ton of muscle here, but that whole shape is so much better now. The belly was really sticking out and low. We've still got a little bit of this going on right there. But as we said yesterday, and as I said after the first time I worked on him in Georgia, you only want to move so much stuff out because you've got to replace all that with good. Or as they say in the Bible, it comes back black 7 times. The darkness is going to come back. But this is such an incredibly different looking horse. I mean, look at him. He's licking, being grateful. Look at the eyes. And it's just so much better. Okay. and the back feet are wider apart. They're not perfectly square, but this is so different. He had been standing with the back feet one right in front of the other. And I'm trying to decide, do I move you? Do I stand you on the pallets? This is the most peaceful I think I've ever seen this horse. Really good job, buddy. Really good job. All right, so he's coming up like he wants to do something. Let's cut here and then we can do